Okay, who's saying their name first? Hello. Welcome, everybody.
I am Jordana.
I'm Ethan.
And this is Briefly Speaking.
Where we talk about briefs, maybe, and a lot of other things.
It's going to be a little bit about us, mainly about advertising. This is just kind of an intro on like what to expect and who we are. And then what's coming up is maybe some like tier lists.
Ads that change the world.
Yeah, historic ads.
Greatest ads of all time. And a lot of filler, probably.
Probably so much filler. Also, if anyone is watching this, you can give us recommendations on what we could do.
We would love to hear them. So this is our Capstone 2026 project. Yeah. So we are doing this for school. That said, we are very excited to do it and see where this takes us. Yeah. I think basically the goal is just to get our personality on paper, on digital paper, and see if that opens up any connections.
I think it'll be fun to kind of just see how we do on camera. And if we actually know what we're talking about when it comes to like the stuff we kind of learned.
Well, that's the thing with the Capstone project is to like prove your degree.
Yes.
And so to some extent we are also proving it to ourselves. So bear with us. But I think it's going to be good, and I'm excited. What got you? Well, tell us a little bit about the program first. We
are in the Bachelor of Creative Advertising, also known as BOCA to the people in it and surrounded by it, like profs and stuff. A lot of it is just making campaigns and doing a lot of brainstorming with your groups. We have like 3 specialties that are art direction, copywriting, and strategy. I'd say it's mainly just a lot of like hands-on experience of like making stuff.
Truly, just making stuff.
Building your portfolio.
That was one thing that shocked me was how often we're not building ads, but we're just making a font or making a little picture out of a bunch of letters of a font.
I think it's a lot of just things that build on your own creativity.
Exactly, and kind of get you out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah. They sort of allow you to think like outside of the box when it comes to whatever you're working on.
Kind of set the tone for doing good work, doing good advertising work.
And I think even though like some of them feel a little bit like, what are we doing here? I think it adds just because you're just like, oh, now I have to think about it in a different direction than I would have before.
What do you think was the weirdest project that you did?
Okay, it's terrible because I don't remember like a lot of the stuff that I've worked on.
I think for me, it was our first year when we had a digital art program. Yeah. We were color changing the queen's dress.
Yes, I do remember that.
I had a moment where I was like,
what's happening?
Why
are we doing this?
Why am I here?
That's so funny because now I do that a lot. Like the color changing.
Yeah, you know, it was so vital. It gave me imposter syndrome. Am I in the right program right now?
No, because I didn't even remember that, but I feel like I've gone through my old, like that class specifically. I've just been like, what's happening?
Why did we do that?
And then I work on something now and I'm like, wait, I'm doing exactly that.
There were things from that class that I wish I remembered how to do, like the path blends and everything, because they look so cool. I have no clue anymore. It really is a muscle that you have to keep on practicing.
Adobe in general is like so finicky with how you pick up things or like how it works. It very much you have to really learn the tool.
Like really learn it or really know what to Google.
Yeah, but I don't actually know what the weirdest project I've worked on is. Oh, you know what it is? We did an Indigo mockumentary. And I think that was the wackiest thing I did, and also the funniest thing that came out of that project, because it was just a bunch of random ass lines that we had put together, and it felt actually like a documentary, but it was just all shot in like Indigo, using the scenery of Indigo, which is not where a documentary would be shot.
I hate to put you on blast, but didn't you also get kicked out of Indigo for filming this documentary?
No, I thought we were going to.
Oh,
I was so on edge the entire time because I'm like,
they're
gonna kick us out. They're gonna kick us out. No, I think it was the Aritzia associate group that just didn't even make it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, because they were actively interviewing people.
Yeah, and
no
then
shade.
they were like,
No shade.
you guys have to leave. That was upsetting.
Good for them for taking the initiative.
Yeah, I think it's insane that they were even kicked out because they weren't even filming, I don't think. I think they were just interviewing people.
They were just chatting with people.
And they were just trying to see what Richie was all about. And apparently it's about...
It's highly exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we know a little bit more about the program, what was the draw for you?
So for me, it's funny because I was kind of looking at a bunch of different programs that were sort of related to advertising / graphic design, because I did a 1-year diploma before this in graphic design and interactive media. And I was mainly drawn to this one because they have like the work term thing, which is now not all it was cracked up to be.
It's not all that.
when I was looking at it, it's still like, it gives you experience, but it's rough.
It is rough. It's a little bit of being left to your own devices,
Yeah.
I think.
I thought it was gonna be a lot more of the college helping out, but it's kind of just all in your hands when it comes to that. But also, I was just looking for a school that was close by, that I wouldn't be having to commute like a really far distance, which is funny because I feel like a lot of people in the program actually commute from like very far away.
Like I thought I had it bad commuting an hour and 15 each way. That's like not even
I think
half
the
of some people.
longest was probably 2 hours.
Yeah, someone was commuting from Hamilton, which I guess is because the program is the best.
Yeah.
They say it's the best advertising program almost in all of Canada, which is what originally was my draw. Because I just Googled advertising programs. And for me, the big kind of draw for it was the fact that it was a bachelor's degree you got at the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was sounding real juicy at the time.
Yeah, because I was
It still is.
I was still looking into degrees and also just another like diploma, but the appeal of like having a degree was a big thing as well. Was there kind of anything else that really interested you in the program or advertising in general?
Well, yeah, I think I had never thought about advertising before 2021. A friend of mine, I used to work at Starbucks, and a friend of mine there got into the master's copywriting degree here. So she was talking about that, and I was like, oh, that actually sounds really, really interesting. And then my roommate at the time told me also, he was like, I think you would be really good at advertising. So I started to like kind of think about it, because I used to have a job at a small company. I was just a front desk worker on paper, but because it was such a small company,
You were doing a lot of other stuff?
I was doing a lot of other stuff, helping with decision-making processes that had to do with like kind of like the bigger picture of the business. And so I did really enjoy the business managing area, but whenever I thought about doing that, I thought about a desk job, a 9 to 5, and the thought of that was just a little bit soul-sucking.
Yeah.
And so when people started talking about advertising around me, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is like a little bit the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's like creative businesses. And so that's what kind of made me start looking. And I'm glad that I did.
I feel like every time I hear about or I heard about advertising at the beginning of this, it felt like a mythical beast of just like work hard, play hard. And I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. Like it doesn't seem like there's a lot of boring times. And even when there are like quote unquote boring moments, it's still very intense.
That was the thing that like really shocked me, to be honest, because I didn't know anybody that was in the industry, just someone that had gone to school for it.
Yeah.
And so when people started talking about how busy it was and all the burnout that happens, I started quaking a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think the program does a really good job of preparing you for that also.
Sprint week.
Sprint week, exactly, like a campaign a week. I think you still get a taste only of what it's like to have like 20 clients with weekly output. For those that are watching that don't know what Sprint Week is a 1 week long live client. An actual agency will provide us with a brief, and we get to work on their client for a week with about 3 to 4 other first, second, or third years.
Yeah.
By the end of the week, we all present our work to the agencies, and then amongst themselves, they decide who did the best per brief and who did kind of the best overall, as well as a People's Choice Award.
Yeah, titanium, people's choice, and then usually first, second, third for each group. The past ones that I worked on...
We worked on one together.
Yeah, we did Miller Lite together.
Miller Lite.
I worked on Kit Kat, and then we competed for Rainbow Railroad. When I first heard about Sprint Week, it was like such an interesting idea, I guess, because you're also working with a bunch of people that you've never worked with before. And that alone is like, oh, we have to figure out how everyone works.
Yeah.
And then you only have a week to kind of get everything down and even like mesh with people. It's a lot of...
It's a lot of late nights.
Yeah, it's a lot of late nights and it's a lot of pressure because you're kind of figuring it out on the fly.
And other people are consistently relying on you, which is a real motivator for me.
It's so interesting to see like the difference in first year versus third year because you're taking on different roles when it comes to how the week goes, basically.
Yeah, like a lot more of a leadership role by the end of it.
You guys got first, right?
We did.
You guys got first, we got second. Miller, we got second. And then for me, Kit Kat, we got second as well. So consistent second
Consistently
place
good
throughout the 3 years. And honestly, I'll take it.
First year, we competed, Railroad. It's so much about what group you have and how well your group works together.
Yeah.
That said, the group that I was with, we took the Titanium Award that year. The second year, I think we had more challenges as a group, than the group that
I think it was
the
just
first year.
there was more people to start off with.
Yeah, because you had how many in your first year group?
There was 5 of us.
5. Me as well.
Yeah.
In first year. In second year, in that group, I think we had
7?
7.
6 or 7.
And so there were so many conflicting points of view, which is good. It's good to have a lot of points of view, but
I said the funny
many
number
cooks.
and then made myself laugh.
Did you say do it? I didn't even catch it. No.
I was like 6 or 7. And then you kept going and I'm like, oh.
I
damn it.
promise I'm less mature than that.
But yeah, it was just a lot of people and I think it was hard to manage that many people. I feel like a lot of them, or like a lot of us were not baseball fans, like not
It's true.
big baseball fans. And I think it was a lot of like trying to delegate things, but also like none of us really were that into it. But we still got second, so.
We still got second. I think what we did was still good.
Yeah, I really like what we
it.
did. I think it was just a lot more difficult to kind of get there in the end because like so many people, and then we had some people who just were never there.
Yeah.
And then those of us who were there just like didn't really care that much about baseball. So it's culminating factors.
And then third year, you were Kit Kat. I was Canadian Blood Services. And again, the group that I was with, amazing group. We took Titanium. So specializations, remind me, what is yours?
I'm specializing in art direction, so it's a lot of like the mood of the campaign and like the vibes, themes, and the consistency between it. I did, like I said, a graphic design thing before this, so it's a lot of playing on that and then utilizing it to kind of build the look and feel of different campaigns.
One thing that I've noticed too about a lot of the art directors in the program is that they understand that art is just more than what you're seeing.
Kind of what you put out there.
And the use of the other mediums. There were a few videos that got put together with the use of AI and the use of with not.
Yeah.
We did one for Tuna Town, Cloverleaf, that will never be unveiled.
Was there a lot of AI in that one?
No, we didn't use any.
We found clips.
We didn't use any AI.
We found a bunch of random clips that we put together. I still like that video, I gotta say. I think it's beautiful and amazing, and you're too harsh on it.
Maybe we'll play it. You guys decide.
Maybe it'll show up on one of our portfolios. You just check the link. I think I have it on mine, actually.
Do you?
Yeah. I like that video, okay?
I think it had a lot of potential, and we couldn't do it in one night.
I think, honestly, from the one night that we worked on it, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
It's playable.
As a concept, amazing.
Yeah.
We're not video editors, so it is what it is.
Don't judge us too hard on this, is what we're saying. But yeah, I'm in art direction, and it's fun. I think art direction is the most common out of the specialties, just because I feel like it's a thing that people can wrap their head around the easiest, and then it probably goes copywriting and then strategy.
Speaking of, my original intention was to be a strategist.
Yes.
After finding out what the climate was like post-graduate? Not postgraduate. Y'all, what's it called when you're out of post-mortem?
Outside of school.
Once I would be outside of school.
Once you graduate.
Seeing what the climate was like there, I realized I kind of needed to pivot. So I did switch to copywriting, which wasn't a qualm of mine by any means. I do love writing. It was a written portfolio that got me into the program.
Yeah.
With some poems, some scripts, some essays that I had done in high school. So I always felt like a proficient writer. And so it did also feel like a natural pivot point. And with that said, I am now in copywriting, and I'm committed. What made me actually take the plunge and full switch was a dream that I had. Where I was working at a bank.
I feel like
and a lot of stuff happened where I was just trying to be a chameleon a little bit. Like I didn't feel like myself in the dream. Do you ever? By the end of it, the head of the bank, he was like, "We have a very special job. It's reports, and that job is going to be taken by Ethan!" And everybody clapped for me, and I just started bawling. Tears were streaming down my face, and he goes, "Ethan, what's wrong? This is a great opportunity." and through sobs, I say, "Would you want to do reports?" And then I woke up, and it felt quite prophetic.
Yeah, I think
and so I decided,
definitely a
maybe I don't want to be doing reports. Which, to those who do, more power to you.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
It's funny because like this is our capstone project, but the other option is an essay, which is like a 15-page essay, and a few people are doing that. Are you guys okay?
Why write a paper when you can just chat?
Yeah, you want to do 15 pages of writing? Oh my goodness.
But to each their own. If you hadn't approached me and said, "Hey, do you want to do something together?" I would probably be doing the 15 at least page
and
paper.
I would have done my own podcast.
And I'm so glad that you did approach me, and I'm so glad to be here. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit about us, a little bit about what this is going to be.
That is, briefly speaking. I don't think that this episode we spoke very briefly.
No, I think this was a lot of yapping. Make sure you like, subscribe,
make sure you
comment.
like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know if there's anybody you want us to bring on the podcast.
Yeah.
We're totally open to that as well. Let us know if you want to be on the podcast.
Yes, we have a couple people who have already said they want to be.
They've RSVP'd. They've saved the date. They haven't at all. We haven't talked to them.
We have to work it out with them. I know. Actually wants to.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We gotta get on the show. This is incredible.
I hope you enjoy it, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Woo.